The Golden State Warriors are a San Francisco-based professional basketball club. The Warriors are a member of the Western Conference Pacific Division of the National Basketball Association, or the NBA. The Warriors were founded in 1946 in Philadelphia and moved to the San Francisco Bay Area in 1962, adopting the city's name until changing their name to Golden State in 1971. The Chase Center hosts the team's home games. In today's video, we'll look at the Golden State Warriors' incredible comeback. Please take a moment to like and subscribe to this channel before we continue. The 1000th time you will see it, it's no less lovely. Stephen Curry threads his way into the center of the Sacramento defense, spins in place, and then whips a one-handed pass the length of the baseline through a tangle of turned heads on a cold February evening in San Francisco. The crowd has settled into a whisper by the time it reaches Klay Thompson. On his surgically rebuilt left leg, a rhythm dribble, a three from the corner, a little blood-pumping bounce. The shot is fired and the noise erupts as it always has. The Golden State Warriors appear to be telling a simple story this season. The team that rewired the NBA is back. Curry and his teammates won 3 titles in 4 years, from 2015 to 2018, but their luck ran out just as swiftly. Kevin Durant ruptured his Achilles tendon, and Thompson tore his ACL in the 2019 finals. Durant left the team in free agency the following summer. Curry landed hard on his hand in the 4th game of the following season. Not the record-setting right. Little miracles, and missed virtually the entire year with shattered bones and nerve damage. Thompson tore his Achilles in November 2020, causing him to miss another full season after spending a year repairing his knee. Now that Draymond Green, Golden State's best passer and toughest defender, has returned to practice after recovering from a back ailment, and Thompson has missed the last 2 games due to illness, the team is back in 2nd place in the Western Conference with a 43-19 record. Even those fans who grumbled about the Warriors' dominance last decade have largely welcomed their return, maybe as a result of everything that has happened outside of arenas in the interim. The comeback beats fit it beautifully with the team's hopeful, cooperative vision of the sport. Basketball for a better day as a metaphor. Just observing from the other side of the court gave me goosebumps. Big grins and everything. Curry remarked after Thompson returned to the court in January, echoing a chorus of players and fans online. However, the interpretation after rewinding obscures a more significant one. This is a team that is currently struggling in important areas and pursuing what it previously had. They are demonstrating that you don't need to receive everything back to make it worthwhile. If you put some truth serum into the Gatorade bottles of Golden State's Big 3, they'll all say they miss their old selves. Thompson has been consistent, averaging 3 triples a game, but he isn't the form-shooting robot who once scored 37 points in a quarter. Green, who is 31 years old, has reached a point where his massive stature is as much a problem to manage as an asset to use. Curry, the greatest long-range marksman of all time, is going through his first dip in recent times. He shot 38.5% from the field in January and has never shot better than that from 3 in his 11-year career. Golden State coach Steve Kerr remarked at the end of the month, saying he believes people forget Steph is human because he seemed inhuman for so long, and that the shots are just not falling. Individual talent has always been a part of the Warriors' legacy, and while the big stars have scuffled or missed time, the system has stepped in to fill the void. Kerr told Insider in 2018 that he's a little more egalitarian in his approach. He emphasized his preference for an everyone-eats philosophy over the league-wide feed-the-star strategy. He also stated that perhaps it's time, because he was once a role player, that he believes there is strength in everyone touching the ball and contributing in the offense. The Warriors appear to be controlled by a chess hustler playing a speed game against an outmatched tourist while they're humming. In the deep reaches, defenders block fakes and feints, and all of a sudden, a 19-year-old rookie is sailing to the rim on an open file. Even with a frigid Curry, Kerr's approach has evident game-by-game benefits. The Warriors score 7 more points per 100 possessions than their opponents, the NBA's 3rd-best average. However, its true worth is as a long-term investment. Golden State has transformed unwelcome low-draft picks and well-respected disappointments into dependable and enthusiastic participants. Jordan Poole was picked with the 28th overall pick in 2019, a frequent used pick as trade bait. He held down a starting spot until Thompson's comeback, averaging 17.5 points per game. Before the Warriors took a chance on Gary Payton II in October of 2019, he was on his way out of the league. Since then, he's developed into one of the league's most vexing defenders, capable of ripping a ball handler one play and snuffing the shot of an MVP center the next. Andrew Wiggins, a former top overall pick who spent 6 seasons in Minnesota caught in a state of potential, has been the most successful of the reclamation projects. He had long arms and the springy athleticism of a natural scorer, but he degenerates into one of the league's worst shooters in 2019, and the Timberwolves traded him to Golden State midway through the season. Wiggins has turned into what he has long expected to be, a glyph of rim-rattling, shot-blocking, jumper-canning bounciness, thanks to Curry's space and Kerr's trust. He's established career highs in almost every category this year, including smiles, and was named to his first All-Star team in January. Kerr also mentioned that the announcement was one of the proudest moments he's had as a coach. Great teams must thread a needle to be acknowledged outside of their home city. They must be brilliant but relatable to win without appearing to be a mere display of superior talent. The Warriors failed at this, and this alone at their peak. Due to a salary cap quirk, they were able to sign Durant in 2016 and pair him with the best shooting duo in NBA history. They went out and won championships until they were too injured to continue. Now, the Warriors are now thrillingly, charmingly fallible. Durant would have been a solid wall against the Dallas Mavericks' 19-point comeback in their most recent meetings. They trailed late in a game against the Lakers in mid-February, and a loss would have been their third in a row. Curry had missed 6 of his 7 3-point attempts, and Golden State couldn't stop LeBron James without Green. Thompson, on the other hand, rekindled his old fire, tracking to open areas and shooting as soon as the ball hit his hands, scoring 16 points in the fourth quarter and 3 triples in the final 4 minutes. Curry dribbled out near the midcourt logo with 45 seconds left and the Warriors holding a 1-point lead. Years ago, this would have been the time for a signature move, a step-back 3 with a shimmy that began before the ball struck the net. Instead, Curry paused before going for Plan B, sneaking into the lane and scooping a steep layup over the back line defender's arm. Curry stood on the baseline with his head tipped back, watching the ball as the jumper dangled on the rim before falling. He wasn't celebrating, but he was hoping for a pleasant night's end. We couldn't ask for a more incredible comeback in the NBA, and the message of the Golden State Warriors comeback is plain. Thank you for sticking with me until the end. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this video.